Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Ashman's Golden Chest of Stories. So today's true story is specially dedicated and a small tribute to the man of the millennium, late Sri M.K. Gandhi ji. As his birth anniversary is just round the corner, so today I am here to share some untold and unknown stories about this fearless, truthful, religious and a thorough patriotic person, our beloved Mahatma Gandhi. Friends, before I start, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, fondly known as the Bapu, was born on 2nd October 1869 at Porbandar in Gujarat. His father, Karamchand Gandhi ji, was a high official in Porbandar and his mother, Putlibai ji, was a very religious lady. He was the youngest of the 4 brothers. Their mother always taught them to pray and read scriptures. Gandhiji learned to keep fast that helped him in self-control and gave strength. Gandhiji was an average student, but he derived modesty from his father and morale from his mother. He was a playful boy who loved playing with dogs and often enjoyed twisting their ears. Classical epic stories of virtues and adventures such as Satya Harishchandra highly influenced Gandhiji to lead a truthful life. This helped him to gain good principles and made him a good human. He was a shy person and could hardly speak in front of his class, but he loved reading books. In those times in India, people got married at a very young age. Gandhiji was only 13 years old when he got married to Kasturibai. At the age of 19, Gandhiji went to England to study law. His parents were tensed to see him go to an English country where he might have to change his religion and eat meat for survival. But he promised his mother that he would stay safe and stay away from alcohol and meat. Gandhiji stood by his words and stayed strong to his vegetarian Indian religion. This is called dedication and commitment to do something you believe in. While he was in England, he wanted to work on his speaking skills to get away with his shyness. He joined various groups to learn English speaking and practice it louder. After returning to India, he began to practice law in Bombay. He was then offered a job in a firm from South Africa, which he accepted. He was 24 years old then. South Africa was dominated by the Europeans. While he was there, he often felt the discrimination against the Indians. He was ill-treated. On one such occasion, he was forced to give up his first-class compartment seat to a European. On refusing to do so, he was beaten up by the coach driver and was thrown out of the train. This incident was a wake-up call for him to fight against this oppression. In protest, he refused to leave the train station until they let him on the next train. This is called a protest, where you wait somewhere and you don't move until you get what you want. This incident gave him a steely resolve to make India a free country one day. He went back and started speaking and writing about what people should do to get freedom. He then founded a way to revolt called Satyagraha, the force of truth. Gandhiji used Satyagraha to combat discrimination against the Indians. He even won the right to vote, for which he became a national hero. Gandhiji was a peaceful person. He never intended to hurt anyone. He believed in peaceful process and found different ways to become free rather than choosing violence. In 1915, when Gandhiji came back to India, the country was under the rule of British. He joined the freedom movement and called it Swaraj. It means the rule by your own countrymen. He introduced the Gandhian style of non-violence and non-cooperation, and the Indian freedom struggle became more powerful. In 1921, he became the leader of the Indian National Congress, the party that was fighting for the independence. Then, in 1930, the British imposed tax on salt. They were increasing the troubles for Indians by charging more for food and clothes, as they wanted to control India. So Gandhiji took a 400-kilometer march to the seashore called Dandi. There he made salt with his own hands to express their protest. He even decided to make their own clothes on a homemade khari. It's a wooden wheel called charkha. Thousands of people started making and wearing their own clothes. This left British in huge losses. Khadi was not only to provide self-independence to people, but also an act of protest against the foreign-made clothes. This influenced people to become more powerful and independent. Gandhiji was sent to jail many times. He sacrificed food by fasting for the welfare of the people of the country. He would fast and stay without eating until they let him out. Whenever his ways of non-violence didn't give him results as expected, he would sit on a hunger strike, risking his own life in danger. He stayed simple, calm and humble, but with great leadership qualities. He was a religious man who chanted different names of gods and the verses from Bhagavad Gita. He always condemned the use of weapons to fight for freedom. He convinced people through different scriptures from different religions to show that peace was a better way. He was always against the social evils like untouchability. With these qualities, he was named as Mahatma, the great soul. In 1939, when the Second World War broke out, Gandhiji thought it was the appropriate time to kick out British from the country. In 1942, he invoked a movement called the Quit India Movement. By the year 1947, the British government had already troubles in their plate, but leading them to quit. So it did lead India, but after dividing it into two countries, India and Pakistan. Though Gandhiji was very happy for the independence, he was equally shattered and broken by the partition. The partition of India was not a peaceful process. It broke out into violence, crushing the Hindus and the Muslims. Gandhiji repeatedly sat on hunger strikes to restore peace in the country. One day in 1948, as Gandhiji completed 2 days hunger strike in New Delhi, he was shot to death. Though he was no more to lead the nation, but his principles, character, values and truthfulness showed the best way for the leaders to follow. He is called the man of the millennium and the father of the nation. India got freedom. Gandhiji passed away. His mission was completed. People across the globe and the country remember him for his contribution. In our lives, it is very easy to focus on ourselves, to do what we like to do, but giving away yourself to helping others, to love our country and to drive for our country is also very important. It's important to share and to think what makes other people feel happy. So today, let's take a moment and remember Gandhiji for all that he has contributed for us. Let's think what makes people around us happy and do something for them. Gandhiji believed in being peaceful. So next time when someone argues or fights with you, think about it. You'll realize there may be more ways to be peaceful in dealing with your problems. You never know, your enemy today may become your friend tomorrow. We must try to practice what the 3 wise monkeys of Gandhiji depicts. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And in today's era, the 4th monkey is equally important, that depicts think no evil, because what you think is what you become.
कर सकते हैं, यातना दे सकते हैं, इस शरीर को नष्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप कभी मेरे विचारों को कैद नहीं कर सकते।
The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. The future depends on what you do today. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean get dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। आंधी में भी जलती रही कांधी तेरी मशाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। धरती पे लड़ी तूने अजब दंग की लड़ाई, दागी ना कहीं तो न बंदूक चलाई। दुश्मन के किले पर भी ना की तूने चढ़ाई, वारे फकीर खूब करामात दिखाई। चुटकी में दुश्मनों को दिया देश से निकाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम। शतरंज बिछाकर यहाँ बैठा था जमाना, लगता था कि मुश्किल है फिरंगी को हराना। टक्कर थी बड़ी जोर की दुश्मन भी था ताना, पर तू भी था बापू बड़ा उस्ताद पुराना। मारा वो कस के दांव कि उल्टी सभी की चाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम। जब मैं कोई जिया है तो बापू तू ही जिया, तूने वतन की राह पे सब कुछ लुटा दिया। मांगा ना कोई तख्त ना कोई ताज भी लिया, अमृत दिया सभी को मगर खुद जहर पिया। जिस दिन तेरी चिता चली रोया था महाकाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़क बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम। Hope you enjoyed the story. See you soon in my next episode with another exciting story from my golden chest. Till then, keep well and keep safe. This is me, Ashman Garg, signing off. Ciao. Jai Hind.